Salutations! Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening wherever you find yourself orientated within this universe. Our name is Ultrasonic Blur, and we hope that you are having a pleasant day, and if not, we hope that whatever ails you can be fixed easily and quickly, and if not, well, we hope we're here to help take your mind off things. At least that's the plan, anyway. Hopefully, that's also what happens. So yes, DX Man, congratulations on claiming the first, and welcome. We hope you find yourself well. As for the plans, well, last time we were here, it was Christmas Day, and Mr. Edgeworth has gone and gotten himself arrested on suspicion of murder at a lake? Something like that, anyway. We're not 100% sure quite how that happened, or why that happened, or, well, to be perfectly honest, what happened. But we're working on it. I mean, Edgeworth did say that he doesn't want us involved in the case, but no one else is gonna take it, so we should probably actually just do the, you know, be a part of, well, that case and things. It would make the most sense for it. So, well, that's the plan anyway of what we're going to end up doing. So let's go ahead and get that sorted right about now. There we go. That's all the audio piece sorted. Now we just need to come on. All right, just there we go. That's still a weird process to think about sometimes. But here we are then. We will make do and make do. So yes, let us continue onwards and see what ends up happening here then. Oh, we're already in. Well, that's nice to see that already taking place. Let us think then. So we were looking into the case at Gourd Lake, as it were, if we remember correctly. So, yes, let's go ahead and move around. See, we were still looking for the person at the campsite, but we're not sure though. Is there anything else here that perhaps we had missed? Anything that we'd been looking at? Oh, these. Actually, what are these? Huh! Someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull the string and, well, and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick! They might be a clue. Let's take, come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Kind of, yeah. Poppers, maybe we will take them. I suppose it couldn't hurt, at the very least. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket! You know, that probably shouldn't be a surprise. Like, that just really shouldn't be a surprise. But it was a surprise, somehow. We're not 100% sure how that ended up being that way, but sometimes those kind of things happen. Anyway, Perhaps they might make a loud enough sound for the camera. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool! Let's try it out! Hi, I'm Nick! Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough? Hey, I'm Nick! Huh. Nick! Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Well then, what? These things? The party poppers? Oh, it works. Okay, that worked. Well, it responded. Yeah. Hey, you. Get your hands off of that? Yeah. Oh, is this one of those southern twangs we've heard about before? Oh, what is it? It's a what in the Sam Hill? Look what you done now! There goes a whole roll of film! What? Sorry. Sorry's nasty, but it don't pay my bills. Y'all know how much a roll of that film costs? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking, setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well? What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say those southern folks talk with all that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. Nick, help. And who are you now? Chaperone? Yeah, no. Rather, we're sort of friends. Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's draws than listen to you stutter all day. Oh boy. I guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it! Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. Well, we have someone to talk to now. That should be interesting. What happened? What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, and I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention? Do we have anything? This is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. Oh, what? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull all them lawsuits on me over that film now. 'Cause I'll have you know, I'm a fighter and I wrestled meaner looking things than you. No. It's not like that at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for y'all if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta. Lotta Hart. But y'all can just call me Lotta. I'm here photography and meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. Okay. What happened? Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so, Christmas Eve. A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything at all? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. Wait, I thought you were looking for meteor showers. Meteorological showers and such would be in the upper atmosphere, would they not? It seems interesting to be looking at the lake then. That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German made. A genuine Soligan. Isn't that where they make knives? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? A device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that. Well, that mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now, though. A programmable camera? Neat! Okay, interesting to note. And what about you, Lotta? So what is it that you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know what I know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat! Nick, she's a research student at a university, Country U! So I hear. So, when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell y'all already? Meteors! Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars. Huh. Interesting. We have nothing more to present. Lotta? Yeah? So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises? Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we were researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey! Y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked him once, don't remember if there was anything on him though. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeah! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later. Well, maybe we can talk to Gumshoe. He might have some use for that as well. After all, we are technically both investigating for the same reasons here, so maybe it would be worth talking to Gumshoe, see if he's in. Or rather, out of that meeting. I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey! Hey, thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe! Well, we just finished the meeting. For better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Alright. Let's see what they have to say. So, how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it, huh? Well, the trial starts tomorrow as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And, do me a favor. Step by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him, pal. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, trusting Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe? How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other. That's just how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times. But there's a reason. He trusts our investigations, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We gotta earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. And you have my word on that. The autopsy report, maybe? I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah. I made a copy of it for you. Please be up to date. Wait, Edgeworth isn't doing this case, so it must be up to date. Ha! 1 bullet shot to the heart, sometime on the 24th or 25th. Can't be certain. I guess if they were drowned in the lake, then it would make sense that it's next to impossible to tell. Thank you. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face! Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Actually, we're on about the victim. Do you know anything about the victim yet? Oh, no. Still can't ID him yet. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. Damn. Maybe we can show the camera to you? Sorry, I'm drawing on blank right now. Alright, fine. Well, I've talked to you about everything. Maybe we can ask Edgeworth if he knows the victim. No, don't have anything there. Nothing here. Maybe Lotta's done already? Lotta might be done. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Wait up a sec. We got a bingo. A bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey! This is him. Take a look. Wait. See? See? He's shooting him with a pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But, you know, seeing these photos remind me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. I reckon so. What's that? Now don't y'all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta! What? Can y'all see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. Not at all. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta! Don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter. I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, she saw something. There's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Still, at least we get a free photo from it. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! Huh? Ah! Nick! I think Santa's mad at you! Long time no see, Nick! Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me! Larry? What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl, Kiance, deserves the best. Kiance? Oh, not another model, I hope. Oh, Kiance's a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all like, you girlfriend, you know? She brought me this costume. She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Nick, who's she? She's not your, not my, what? No, she's not. 17 for a start. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm, the little sister. Sister? Oh, no. Wow, Nick. Must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh, sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. Well, what happened? Hey, Larry, there was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Keonse, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Ugh. Oh, he was. Oh, boy. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just... Keonse is not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Neat! The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? Okay. That's a revelation. So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah. Nick, him and I used to hang out all the time. Wow. I never knew. Of course you didn't know. I never told you. Well, Nick never told you. Don't get me wrong. He's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense attorney, and back in the day. Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh. Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know Nick? Nick? Not really. Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs. Ouch. Yeah, the samurai thing was Keonse's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of these samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake with the big news. The big news? Yeah, Gordy! Gordy? Yeah, Gordy. What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake. A giant, mysterious monster! Gordy! Monster? Yeah! Check it out! This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Huh. Nick! A monster! A real monster! You wouldn't get whales in a lake, so... yeah. It's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. 1 million? Oh, grow up, Larry. Well, that's about all we've got from you. Where else can we head then? Maybe we go back to, maybe something back with, yeah, this is the best option. We should probably let Gumshoe know about the potential of another witness, or a witness. Not a Gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness has turned up. He'll be in there a while. A lot of heart. That has to be. I know. Yeah, okay. Anything else we can do? Doesn't look like it, then. What is it? Oh! Nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey! I remember now! This guy! He's a lawyer that was at the office that Maya worked at. Or Mia. I met him once when I was there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy! That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk with him. For old time's sake. Yeah, looks like that's gonna be the option then. Ahem! Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You're Maya's, something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. Aha! And you're Mia's, something too, aren't you? Her little sister, yes. Ah, you've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? As a matter of fact, we did want to present this. Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. But it's... Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer, here in my office. That's Hammond, Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Yeah, well, we haven't actually done that. There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything. Salutations, Sunshine. We hope you find yourself well. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes, I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old, bitter desserts. Who is this Hammond guy, anyway? Mr. Hammond, he was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Maya's murder. 69? Ah, you would request a fact. You wish to request number 69. Very well then. Let us look into that for you. Ah, yes. Yes, fascinating stuff. Yes. Did you know that New Zealand has an official national wizard? Yes. Not exactly sure what a wizard is, but, you know, wizards are someone we should know. We do know of someone who is a good studier of magic, so, well, perhaps they know more about this. She'll have to ask them at some point. Very fascinating mage. Wonder if there is a difference between a mage and a wizard. Is that racial profiling or racist to say? We hope not. If it is, we apologize. Also, funny number. Why is this number funny? We do not understand what is particularly funny about the number. I mean, it's a number that doesn't appear all too funny. It is a number divisible by 23, if that makes it funny. Is that something, perhaps? We're not entirely sure. Anywho, that was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. You'll tell me later. Well, thank you. We appreciate your counsel. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. Very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait! What does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. Oh boy. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. We might just have to. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait. This is a photograph of my mother. Very well. Alright. Well, let's see if we can't talk to him. Or at least hope we can, anyway. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? That is... It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Well, you know what we have to do. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit, I'm impressed, Wright. You are always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident, Right. DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. Very well. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Oh boy. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. Yes, we have understood that the brain may dissociate from things that are far too traumatic for the brain to process. It's a sort of defense where, instead of being able to deal with it, it literally goes and kind of removes it. Like how you would remove a burning, like a burning match from a matchbox to stop the rest burning. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now... this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case's statute of limitation runs out, legally, the case never happened, and there's no way to try and change anything about it. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. The suspect. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from the public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 or so now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Fair enough. Is there anything else we can present? Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know. You want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Of course we will. Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay you back? Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. Guess you really didn't... you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Okay. Well, I guess we should, Huh? What's that? Earthquake! Nick! It's a big one! That was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There! He's on the floor in a ball, shivering? I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give this letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. Wonder why that was. Perhaps something in the past? Another trauma? It would seem to be that case. Well, what's going on here? Yeah! What's wrong, Detective? Hey, this wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? Blood of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. It's just... I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. Can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No. It's just... Here's something to be happy about. Look what I got. Huh? Hey, you did it, pal! Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey! You guys felt that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to him by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to, overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I've got to check on him. You two go and eat your rest for, you two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. Okay. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was at school. So something happened then? And again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Something. But what exactly, though? Rough stuff. Let us find out, then. Save your progress? Sure. 'Twas always useful to do so. Alright. What do we have here, then? December 26th. Courtroom lobby number 2. Karma. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a single case in his 40-year career. He is a god of a prosecutor, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10, and been doing it for 40 years. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that, yes. And now he's trying to find you guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in his 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Maya was to me. Speaking of Maya... Mia? Maya? Uh-huh. We could really use Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh, I can't. Sorry. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry, Nick. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? It's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. 10 a.m. sharp, number 3. And this is Von Karma.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies.
He's even got the judge scared.
Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this?
I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes.
Describe the incident, now.
Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. I mean, that's not really the middle, but, you know, it was out in the lake. There were only 2 men on the boat. Now, what happens, there happened to be a woman camping here at the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Okay, well that's useful to have.
Testify to the court about the arrest, now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma? Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. Quite right.
No, he's not, sir! The arrest of Edgeworth. Okay. Our man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's when we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning the body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now!
This is going well. Von Karma's running the show as judge, jury, and executioner. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. Who called in? You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Whoa, Jesus. Okay.
That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously.
Different people?
There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies was quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping.
The woman who was camping? It's Lotta.
What happened next, detective?
We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. And how long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Oh, well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes, pal. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick.
Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I look forward to your next year's salary review.
So much to look forward to these days.
This is no time for detective daydreaming. Continue.
Yes, sir.
That's when we found Mr. Edgeworth. And what was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really.
Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts.
Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections. Yeah.
I didn't suspect him of anything at all.
Why not? Why didn't you think that he was suspicious?
You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors.
Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue now.
But the next morning, a body was found in the lake.
Did you find any clues on the body?
A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally.
Judge, here is the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved.
So if it didn't... Sunshine, if a bullet was about the length of a boat away, say, I don't know, maybe this distance away, and didn't strike bone, isn't, like, the heart squishy and not really something that would impact the bullet and stop it going through? Is that a thing? Would that be a thing? How did the bullet, like... That's the question we're wondering, like, would that short of a distance really be enough for a bullet to be stopped in the heart? Because the heart is quite squishy and delicate and destructible. But,
Very well.
depends what kind of it is.
The court accepts this bullet into evidence.
Fired from a .22 caliber pistol. Not entirely sure what a .22 caliber pistol is, but if that means anything to you, it can get stuck in the spine too. It can't, because Von Karma said that it didn't strike bone. And last we checked, the spine was a bone. Well, series of bone. Unless it was the cartilage. Maybe there. But then it's going in at an angle. There's a lot to question there.
So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
Why is that?
Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat.
The murder weapon?
Yeah, it's a pistol.
Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence.
What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
What? Oh, great. Great, just what we need.
Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence.
Fired 3 times, bears prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. Huh.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder weapon and the bullet found in the body. Detective?
Yes, sir.
Was the bullet found in the body fired from that pistol?
Yes, the ballistics markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, as you may recall, was covered with the fingerprints of the defendant. Order!
This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it.
Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes, sir. This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon! And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in this photo! True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What?! But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then, the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he'd shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia at all? Anything, please. Oh, sorry. No go. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, I need you here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defenses or... What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. It's fine. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Whoops.
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, please call your witness. Yes, sir. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at university?
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
Okay. What can we pull from Lotta here? We have to destroy this or pull as much information as we can out from this. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out at the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't an area thing on the lake but that boat.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this court if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant Miles Edgeworth. Order! I will have order! Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant.
Whoa, wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photograph is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there's a contradiction with that fact in her testimony? I think there wasn't, but I have to think there was. There is something that's bothering me, though. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. There's alright, there might be two things bothering me. First of all, there is one picture taken when the camera was supposed to go off. But this pistol said it was fired 3 times. It said here that there was a pistol that found in the victim's body. There's like 1 shot there. She's saying she heard 2 shots. We've got 1 photo, and we've got a gun fired 3 times. None of that is adding up right now. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
Contempt of court is not a... Christmas Eve, just after midnight, you reckon? Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, I guess.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
Come on, Phoenix, that was better than that. You were in your car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This is all sounding suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be a little more specific about your research?
What does the witness's motive have in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, no, I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. You heard this bang come up from the lake.
So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
Yeah. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at that picture. Clear enough for you?
Uh-oh. Press further.
Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witnesses testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Ah! There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. How do you know that?
Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure, but I want to press how you know that then.
How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat.
Miss Hart, you,
Yeah, we're onto something there.
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full.
God.
No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I... Sustained. Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But, Your Honor,
You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Nick! That testimony is fishy, Nick. It's real fishy. Yeah, I know what you mean. She's indecisive, she isn't actually saying anything, and every time I try to jump in on that, Von Karma shuts it down. But if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that?
It was me.
Maya, is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta! Did you really, clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outbursts.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea of treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough! Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No.
Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong.
Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony! That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again!
Order! 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 You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Slaughterheart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am! If you're going to arrest someone, then you arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in there or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
The last statement. We only have this. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think you did, because from a photo you couldn't tell. And you told us yourself that it was foggy enough to, and I quote, choke a bullfrog. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Yeah, that's the photo I took. The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it couldn't capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself!
Miss Hart?
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I mean I could.
Then please testify to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Yeah, right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
You used binoculars? Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. You're Mr. Sticker's grits. Okay. So, how could you see Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, for God's sake. Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types would never find a gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained.
Guys, not letting her answer any of my questions. You brought your binoculars with me. Why? Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of the meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain!
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing within there, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
For now, let's back off. Okay, Your Honor, I will withdraw my question. I have to remember who I'm dealing with. I bet Von Karma wants to trap me so he can put me in contempt. I think I'll hang back for now and see what happens. Ha! I have to check the other options. You looked out with your binoculars. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw them? I did, yeah.
Enough! There is no room for doubt in her testimony.
She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many objections Von Karma I get. Well, I'm gonna find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. So we do now have to press on the camera. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, the next one. Whoops, still brought binoculars with me. Wouldn't you need a telescope and the camera? Yes, that's the one we wanted. So yeah, let's keep pressing this one further. Yeah, we have to find something with this then. He was trying to scare us off. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow. Okay, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now, wait a minute!
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please.
When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Yeah, we saw that part. Wait a minute. So yeah. I don't think it was. Faces the lake, takes pictures when there are loud noises. Lotta, you weren't here for that, were you? Lotta! Damn it! No, no, it doesn't. Okay. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Who's taking a picture? Wait a minute. No. That doesn't make sense. If it was doing that... Yeah, if it was set up to take meteor showers, you were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? Take a look at this photograph. This was taken on an automatic setting, was it not? Yeah, that's right. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart.
But as this photograph clearly shows, the camera was pointed directly at the lake!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? That's pretty obvious. Scotty. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Court Lake.
Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let me see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Oh, I have proof. I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Let's see it. And no joking around this time, please.
What is the proof that they were trying to photograph the lake monster? Well, the camera detected to go off when a loud noise is detected, facing the lake. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order! Order! I see. Well, I thought it a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy, I was down. So smart, boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? Well, that don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. I won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I am going to spot it. Wait a minute. Let's think. She said she was more interested in the lake. She said she scanned the whole lake with the binoculars. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. No, you weren't. There's no way you'd be like that. The only way you can actually... Hang on, no. There wasn't much else out on the lake. Okay, how do you know that? Well, because you looked at the whole lake, so you spent the rest of the time looking at the boat, but there was a time when you were not looking at the boat.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma is up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first.
Very funny.
You understand this is your last chance at cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will have to let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Right then, Lotta's new testimony is trying to pick apart this idea that she definitely stayed there the whole time. You're not a research student at university, don't give a shit. I'm not an investigator, don't care. Imagine what a Scooby-Doo ever found the monster, don't care. That's why I was camping out by the lake, don't care. But that's all that I was hiding, don't care. When I heard the bang, I looked straight right out at the lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know. If she had a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What'd I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
It's got to be the fact that there was Gordy there. You weren't interested in that. You were looking... Miss Hart! Were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. That was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Why y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Order! Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart! Are you saying that you are not watching the boat, then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I was just... I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey! You got the photograph, you got proof!
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this photo.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and did what? Wait a second. They even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who it was shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of might, but it'll let us see who's who. Oh. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let us show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? You've got to do it. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photo, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has this enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You fool. Great.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart! Show the photo to the court! Show us the enlargement!
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is! Still no hands. Or no faces.
We still cannot see who is firing in this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Happy now, Mr. Wright.
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over. Obviously.
What are we looking at here, then? Person on the left, person on the right, person holding with their left hand. That might mean something. Is there anything we've got here? Bearing of Edgeworth's right prints. And this here shows someone firing it from their right hand. No wonder you didn't want this shown.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence and a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. And then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to be going like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. You have to... Oh, other evidence. Wait! Your Honor, this evidence...
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps.
This is bad. What should I do? Okay, object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. Sure, the judge was strange about this photo. It's the hand. It's gotta be the hand here. You hear, Your Honor?
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does
what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the piece of evidence the left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired that pistol that night.
How's the law going? Greetings and salutations, Lucas. It goes, well, somehow we just about made it through, potentially.
However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
The victim himself. We have to pull it. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself!
Order! Order! So, are you saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound revealed the distance at which she was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There is no way it could have been a suicide. Order! Order! Mr. von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of a suicide, you see.
Great. Well, we got another updated autopsy report.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant Miles Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. That is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for today. The court orders the defense and prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Somehow. Oh boy. Phew! That was a close one. Hey! Didn't you have anything to say? No. I have yet to be declared innocent, Wright. Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go and check on Maya. Oh, right? What? Tell her something from me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Edgeworth's a lot. Indeed. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requested a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. I heard 2 gunshots, but this still doesn't make sense. We have a pistol that's fired 3 times, and a photo that was taken once! Lotta, where was the other photo? Oh, you humans are so stupid at times. It's great, it's an endearing quality, but it's not great. December 26th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Maya! Hey! Nick, it's you! I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day, okay? It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. As common sense is rare nowadays, yes. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. Yeah. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe is here just now. He says, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Phew. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Anyway, any luck with Mia? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. Sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area or something. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Yeah. Let's... Sorry, I'm fresh out of ideas. Anything? My mother. Now that I've shown her the picture, I'm not sure it was the right thing to do. No, I'm pretty sure it was the wrong thing to do. Oh boy. Anything we can get here? I want to see Gordy too! If he really exists, that is. Well, let's say a photograph is pretty good proof. Once this trial is over, let's get some fishing poles and go down to the lake. Even if there is a monster in that lake, fishing poles sounds like a bad idea. Yeah, well, for now, let's move, see what else we've got then. Maybe the Criminal Affairs Department might be worth visiting. See if we can find, what was it? Gumshoe? Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? Yeah, he's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? Yeah, I bet he wouldn't help them in the case against Edgeworth. Well, I guess that's where we'll head. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. You know he is! You know he is! You literally just found out! Phoenix. Ay. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Also, we should probably just gonna go ahead and edit this. This is day 2, yes? There we go. If we just think that into existence, that should probably be fine. And then there we go. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with a lovely Kianse. Yeah. I wonder if Lotta's still here. Hey, Detective Gumshoe! Hey, pal. The trial today, it, well... Yeah? What about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it wasn't really all that. The thinking side of things, the easiest way to describe it is it's like gears, and it's not always easy to get them to mesh properly at the same time. Not to mention as well, sometimes it does just take a little other stimuli to shock things through, but yeah, it's also weird trying to think about it. There's a lot we could go into, but for the sake of it, it's probably best that we don't. Well, so you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Alright, he did say something about that trial today. I get that thinking about thinking is even harder. It's not just thinking about thinking, it's thinking, like, this data stream of it's not just a data stream, this is a data stream of consciousness, whilst emulating your technologies, and trying to comprehend it at the same time, and then thinking it as well. It's a challenge, but it's fun and new and different, so Of course we're going to do it.
There were 2 witnesses, sir.
I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. Hey, what's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey, by the way. Huh? Ah, she's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it wasn't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff, though, I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Cheers. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't fall forgetting to pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent too. I mean, surely you get paid for this, right? Like, you get paid, Phoenix, for the work you do, right? Hey, Nick! You finally came! They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. Alright. Alright then. Now let's go ahead and... well, maybe we can talk to Grossberg. Maybe he knows something else? Perhaps he's figured something out about, Hammond? Maybe we could learn some more about him. Why was he at the lake? Apparently Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. Yeah. Let's go to the detention center. Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning. Why is the Berg Gross? No, Grossberg. That's his name. Let's come back later. Guess so. Okay. Back down we go. There aren't many cops around today, are there? Yeah, they're probably back at the precinct, working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all! Hey, it's Lotta! Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little, self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So, you see, I wanted to make it up to y'all. Make it up? Oh. Well, how? Lotta, what did you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see... actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Kammerer didn't want me to say nothing about it. Well, what information? Now we're getting to the heart of it.
See, I reckoned we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey. I see ya thinking, how unsophisticated these southern folk are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? Fine, we need the information anyway, so how much do you want? I don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Alright, how much? Huh? Are you completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa. Gordy? But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist. And then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something? Y'all come to me first. Got it? Okay. Right. See y'all later. Okay, Nick. Let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean... Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay. And how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? Well, there's not much we can do. What the hell is... Oh, it's a steel samurai. What's that? The steel samurai, Nick? Yo, Maya! Larry, what the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Kiance's idea. She was all like, if you put that up, if you put that here, it would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow. That's really impressive. She could find those things for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Well. Let's talk about Edgeworth. Yo, Nick! What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was even ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were the ones in the same... We were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quick. Transferred? Right. When the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry? When did you get that big, thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. The compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit on my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put the air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Yeah. Do you know anything about Gordy? Hey, that's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. Do you think Gordy really exists? Nah, I think somebody's just saw something else that they thought was Gordy. But I'll keep selling my samurai dogs till the truth's out. You know what? You're not wrong about that. Not a bad idea. Alright then, let's move. What else can we go to? It's always so quiet here.
I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation until this blows over. Yeah, I get it. Well, we got nothing here. Oh, we can examine this. Doesn't that Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge, and I guess it's good for advertising, but something about this Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? Looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. And the compressor then. What's this machine? That? Oh, that's a compressor. I use it to fill up that balloon there with air. Huh. Neat. Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. Yeah, you mentioned. Well, there's nothing here, and Lotta's back in her car, so there's nothing there, so... maybe we can talk to Gumshoe, perhaps? Hey there, pal. What's up? You have to, but I'll be going now. Have a wonderful time. Likewise to you, Lucas. Likewise. Take care. What's up? You sort of look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean, again? Whatever. Have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Well, besides money, that is. Yeah, talk. How's the investigation proceeding? It's not, really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, pal, it don't look too good. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? That monster down at God Lake? Not personally, no. Well, I'm looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. Alright, Detective Gumshoe will aid you in your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our new secret weapons for finding evidence, pal. Really? You can take whichever one you like. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile? He's a K9 police dog, still in training. Missile! Missile! Here, boy! It is a dog! Here he is. Hey, he's cute! Look, Nick, cute dog! A cute dog, huh? And this will help us... how? Well, we do know that canines have been used historically by humans for their superior sensory, information processing. As a result, they might be able to find something, but on a lake? It seems risky. Next, secret weapon number 2. A fishing pole. Here, it's my own personal pole. Yeah. Looks very much like a Japanese one that would be used by people down at the docks. It's more so just a hook than anything. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah? How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? You never know till you try, pal. Oof. Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by choices. Secret weapon number 3. It's a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe. We're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? See, we might want to take the dog, but at the same time, we're not sure how that would help. What I kind of want to do, we kind of want to see if there's the possibility. Like, we have a gun that shot 3 times. We've got someone claiming they heard 2 sounds. So where is the 3rd bullet? Like, where is that? We're still missing a bullet. So, I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't come up with my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh, well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Yeah. Like, whether or not we could potentially just find the other bullet would be really useful. Because if we can do that, that would be fantastic. Obviously, that would be difficult to do, but it would be useful. And again, we do have missile. Let's borrow a missile. Can we borrow a missile? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him. Aww. He's so cute! Oh boy. A canine unit, very cute with shiny eyes. Yeah, alright, let's go then. Let's head back. See what we can do then. Hey, Nick! Missile's been acting strangely. Missile? Oh, right. That little, creature of the detectives. Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. Oh boy. Oh, that's bad. What's wrong, Missile? Huh? What is it? What is it doing? Eek! Missile! Missile! What? Whoa! Stop that thing! Cannibal! It's eating my samurai dogs! Oh. Oh no. My samurai dogs! Wow. He ate every single one of them. Sorry, Larry. Sorry? Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick! It's gonna have to this time. Maybe that wasn't such a great idea to bring Missile. Is there anything we can examine? Anything at all? We've got like the boats, we've got the rental. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. They're probably closed. We've got the boats, which we've already seen. Anything here? There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Well, that doesn't help. Anything here? Hey, y'all! Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at night time. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no you don't. No sneezing. Achoo! I told y'all no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to little things, to things a little softer than a bang. It'll trigger on one of Uncommon's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, sorry is nice, but what about my film? Heck, pay the lady. Hey, you want to see a dog? Hey, Lotta! Oh, cute! He yours? He's a canine police dog. His name's Missile. Huh? Canines are the ones they use for sniff for things, right? I wonder what Gordy smells like. I I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. What happened? I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Whoa, didn't you say you had information about that case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? But you got the camera. Just pick a new subject. After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. Yeah, UFO? A UFO? Anyway, if I can't get a career making photo this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? So you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a bit of a break. Right. Great. Well, we got nothing here. Yeah. There's nothing we can do. Missile hasn't found anything. Maybe Missile wasn't the good option. Detective Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things? Huh? Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I lent you, the apartment policy, see? Well, take your pick. Which one will it be? Let's borrow the metal detector. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not so sure what we're going to find with this. Hey, remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything's possible. Anything, pal. Alright. That'll do for now. Because the fishing pole is going to get us nothing. Like, probably. Huh? Whoa. Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector's found something! Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick! Look! Huh? An air tank? Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags. We have the Italian flag, the Japanese flag, and the Hellscape flag. Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Okay. Say, I wonder if Larry knows anything about this. Larry mentioned something about a compressor being busted. Did it get broken or something? Did you just throw it away? Larry, there was a bin right there. Come on, Larry. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this air tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have anything like that? Look, see how there are a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your Steel Samurai up there. Must be a coincidence. There are strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need that tank anyway? To inflate something. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? The big puffy Steel Samurai behind you. Now, why would you go asking me some questions like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz, so I tried using the tank to inflate it. Just once. And, it didn't go so well. As I suspected. Ask him more about the tank. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come Come on! Look, it's embarrassing, so I don't want to really talk about it. No, tell us! Tell us! Fine. Whatever, it's like I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the Steel Samurai with that. And then, that's Gordy. The valve busted open, made this incredible noise! And then that tank there took off like a rocket. It took off my poor deflated Steel Samurai with it. What? Off into Gold Lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. Okay. So the tank and the Steel Samurai you were trying to flow away? What happened next? Well, at the time that happened, it was on the 20th or so. It doesn't tell us what the date is for that, but it must be a couple of days. Wait, Lotta said she'd been camping. Hang on, we can backdate this. Lotta said she'd been camping there for 3 days on the 25th, so she'd been there since the 22nd, which means that the photo was probably taken on the 20th, got the developed picture back, and then took it to the press. The press ran it on the they took it to the press on the 21st. They ran it as a headline for the 22nd. There we go. So yeah, that could be there. If it was on the 20th, also. The 20th? That's a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake, so I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianci gave me that Steel Samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. Sorry, that was the night of the murder! Sorry! It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last? That was the night of the murder! Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But, you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all that bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Yeah. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got that info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Gordy doesn't exist. Lotta, there is no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist? Proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank and when the valve blew, the tank flew off into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, someone took a photo. A couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. Cash info. So, tell us about this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here say something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? Is someone there? I mean, they look so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Yeah, I should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder, my camera clicked twice, you know? Huh? It did click twice! Finally! Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all. Just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Lotta, your camera fired twice! That's evidence! Your camera fired twice because a shot happened twice. Give me that! Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. 11:50 p.m. Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Gotta see this, gotta see this, gotta see this. Show me the photo in more detail! Damn it. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Sure, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip the butts into shape. Anyway, now that we know where we can head at least, we should head that way. Hi, Larry. Don't worry, we didn't just insult you. Take care, Larry. Hey, Nick! This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. Yep. There doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. You know, you're not wrong. Can we go in there? Caretaker shack. We can go in. Okay. That is a bird! There is a bird in here! Hello, bird! Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me. Polly, the kids are home. Hello! Hello! Ah! Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on that perch. Keith! Keith! Yes? I'll leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, sonny. Nick? What's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. I'm not sure though, so let's just try and play along. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello! Hello! Ah! I hope... He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. Maybe we can talk to him? The boat rental shop. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This is a palace of pasta. The wet noodle. Oh, now that you mention it, we haven't got many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way to get information out of him. The pasta restaurant. A pasta shop? I hope to think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so make sure you two. So that makes you two the third generation. Meg? Yes? Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes?
You'll be the best pasta wranglers the West has ever seen.
Pasta wranglers? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy?
Meg!
Yes?
You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you?
Right, of course. Everyone knows that. Nick?
Huh?
How long do we have to keep up this all-in-the-family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what it is. Ah. Did you hear anything?
Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolour pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow. I figured out the last colour we should use. Indigo blue.
Indigo blue? That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. Okay. Can we examine anything? What have we got here? How about the bird? Wow! What an amazing parrot that is! Good morning! Hello? It ignored me!
What? You forgot, Meg. You gotta call her name first.
Her name?
Polly, how you been?
Hello!
See?
Neat! So the parrot's name is Polly.
Good to know.
Too bad all she can say is hello.
Oh, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words.
The secret words? Polly! Polly! What's your name? Polly! Polly! Ah! Oh, cute. Maya's found a new friend. Indeed she has. I wonder... Wow, he has a television in here too. He does. What about this? Look, a little safe. Oh, it's locked. Yeah. And this? Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. You know, we should do that in the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink our cocoa. And what about the murders? Aw, you're a potty pooper, Nick. Can we present anything to you? You got more about the rainbow, maybe?
That's a lawyer's badge, yeah?
Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge! Finally!
I get it.
Huh?
Hey, I got you figured out now. You're not Keith!
Oh no. Nick! Now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us.
A lawyer, huh?
Please, mister.
Alright, I'll help. But on one condition.
What's that?
When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle.
Sure. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved, okay? We've already bargained with one person having to solve the mystery of a goddamn sea monster. I will do and say I will run a wet noodle shop at the end of this case. Might have to if we don't get paid anyway. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so.
That's my boy. Good for you, Keith.
Wait, didn't I just say...
You too, Meg.
Yes?
You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly.
Hello! Hello! Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us?
Ugh, my memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here.
Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228.
All right.
Hey, Polly! Watch it, will ya?
See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick! Write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. That said, I do want to try this.
Now don't you go opening people's safes without their permission, Meg.
Maybe later. Later? Okay, well, we can't talk to you about that. We need to talk about last night, if anything, but trying to get him to talk about that might be difficult.
Polly is my only friend in the world, see? Isn't that right, Polly?
Hello.
Hey up.
Okay. Can we examine anything else? Looks like it's a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here.
That's right, Keith.
I'm confused. What else have we got? Anything else? Oh, we got a fishing pole? This fishing pole looks expensive.
Fishing's all about having the right equipment, see? How are you supposed to catch anything with a 2-cent rod?
That's what I'd like to ask Detective Gumshoe. Well, there doesn't appear to be anything else here. Is there anything we can present here? You know about Gordy?
Nope.
Okay. That works. That works for us.
I hope I see this.
You know something about this, sir?
Keith.
Yes?
It's okay. You can call me Dad.
Dad, you know something about this?
Hey up. The other night. Out on the lake.
Yes? Yes?
I know all about that. I seen it.
You what? Oh, goody. Tell us what you saw.
Well, I suppose. Since they're taking over the shop and all.
Oh, thank you.
I forgot the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night high up.
It was after midnight, but okay.
Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, I hope.
What did he say?
I hope. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, I promise.
We need to know earlier than that.
You know what, Little Terry was just here.
Terry?
Hey up, the kid next door. He always used to make him cry, I remember. He was wearing his tight old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out his face now, too.
You must be talking about Gumshoe.
He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow.
Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information out of this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait. I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something?
Don't forget DL6.
DL6? Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly.
Don't forget DL6.
What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister. I mean, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who this old man is. Oh. What? He locked the door from the other side. Who could this old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Is he here? No. Which means he's back at the Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, pal! Long time no see! You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? Yeah. The DL6 incident. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that this has something to do with this current case. Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know much about the DL6 incident either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you could convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I consider opening up the file. The boat caretaker. You know the boat rental shop down at Gold Lake? Oh, yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness tomorrow in court, right? How'd you, that was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. Haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lala Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Huh? Sounds suspicious. Yeah. How can we very easily present that this case is related to DL6? Well, fairly easily. Robert Hammond, he was a defense attorney in the DL6 trial, yeah? He's the one who got the sole suspect off the hook. I wonder what Mr. Edgeworth thinks of him. Not much, I'd wager. Yeah. Well, that clearly shows that it's maybe Edgeworth is around. Nope, Edgeworth is not around. What if we present Polly then? What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something?
Don't forget, DL6.
Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would he know that? How would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be... I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6. Through there's the station's records room. I'll give you the special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Yeah. Okay. Whoa! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. 15 if you include up to DL6. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. How will I get the right file? Let's look at the case summary. Start with, we have to get a handle on the main facts. Like a summary. Right. Summary. Ah, found it! Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? In this same district courthouse where we've been holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed, and all of the lights went out. That explains why Edgeworth doesn't do so well with them anymore. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary like that, in the dark. Whoa. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes, so Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Wait, no wonder. Wait, hang on. Why? Calling a spirit medium if they're completely in the dark with lack of oxygen, passed out unconscious. How is that in... how does Gregory Edgeworth... He fingered the... How did he guess who it was? Do you have any data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he was still alive, he'd be 50. He'd lost that day's case in court and gone to the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and the other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon was a pistol found in the elevator. Interesting. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh? It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Anything on the suspect? We got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect in Deal 6 was Yanini Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so that he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in that elevator. After he was declared innocent, he just disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know genuinely what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact this whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. Yeah, you're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Okay, what did we take? I want to see what that... Right, court record. I want to look at this. Check. Date 12/28/2001. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues found on scene. Gregory Edgeworth was killed. Defense attorney trapped in the elevator returning with the lost trial with his son, age 9. 1 bullet in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice though. Yanni Yogi at age 37, the court bailiff, trapped in elevator with Edgeworth, memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Oh gods. That's... Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. We definitely have a case here. We definitely have a very strong case. That old guy is definitely him. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now that's left of the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will testify in court. Well, we'll explore a little bit before we head into the trial. Yeah. So yeah, that is definitely... that caretaker is definitely Yanni Yogi. His fiance's Polly Jenkins. The bird is named Polly to remember. The code on the safe, 1228, 1228. Dash them up, and that's the reason for the code. That is certainly in the possibilities. Oh boy, and straight into court. Okay.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Who's the judge here, anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statements, so...
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession.
I'm the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gold Lake. And I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Raise an objection. You have to. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right. The witness will state his name.
I'm not really sure, I hope.
What do you mean?
My, memory is,
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness?
Night of the murder.
Yeah, it was the night of the 24th, it's just after midnight, I hope. I was in the restaurant, where I, rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang, I hope. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to the shore, and a man walks by my window.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony.
Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge your verdict now.
Yes. Mr. Wright? Cross-examine? Are you kidding me? No. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time, shall we? You may cross-examine the witness.
Okay. It was a night on the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. Just after midnight, you say?
Aye up, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, aye up.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did, aye up.
You see? Continue.
It was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Is there anyone who can verify that?
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for a court of law.
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
A parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue.
So we're just going to pretend that it doesn't matter. We cannot verify where he was. But we're still going to let him testify with that. Then you heard a bang. And where did this bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Aye up.
Good. Continue.
When I looked out the window, I saw the boat just floating on the lake. Even through the fog? Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly. But I figure there was 2 men out there, I hope.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Aye up. At the time, that is.
At the time? Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total?
Aye up.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday.
Just about then, the boat comes back to the shore and a man walks by my window. Uh-oh.
By your window?
Aye up by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but it was right there in front of me. I saw him.
Well, that is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Are you sure?
No. Dad! The dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too.
Okay.
Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
Who was him? That Edgeworth boy who...
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Clever, clever. This was psychological manipulation. He forced us and backed us into a corner. The prediction of 3 minutes was literally just to force us to try and do that. That whole thing was a farcical stunt from him. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Raise an objection. We have to raise an objection. Your Honor! We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly!
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired.
Then why would his right hand print still be on it?
You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? You've got to raise an objection. Your Honor! This witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Good. Nick, do we have any evidence? That's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No!
This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, guilty. Oh. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wow, that's not great.
Wait!
Who just said that now?
Me! Huh?
What? Larry?
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there, in the park, the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot! I heard it too! Oh, Lowry.
Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. This might actually be what we need.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
It's a waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
Oh boy, we got a lucky break there. Oh, that was too close. Sorry to keep you on edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night, right? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth? Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh. Well, When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without really thinking. Trigger finger and all. I didn't have a reason, really. I just did it. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, that was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. It certainly is. Oh boy. Larry. That is quite the thing we have got ahead of us. However, that is, where we are going to go ahead and end things off here because, well, let's just go ahead and say there's quite a bit that we've got to unpackage here, as it were. It would be useful if we could unpackage it because, well, you know, it's Larry, but you know, we've been doing not too bad for now. So yes, we are going to go ahead and end things off here for now. Next time, oh boy, next time, what have we got ahead of us? We got a trial with Larry to try and take this case all the way. No 15 minutes. That's for next time. But for now, we have been Ultrasonic Blur. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you all next time.